Listen up, you're not going to believe this one. There are reports right now from U.S. troops in ready formation for potential war with Iran saying that their commanders are telling them not to worry. Why? Because Jesus Christ has anointed Donald Trump. And that's what's happening right now is the fulfillment of the book of Revelation. Let me repeat that. American military leadership telling soldiers preparing for war that this conflict is basically part of biblical prophecy. This was reported by Aaron Parnas.
According to reporting from an independent journalist named John Larson, along with the Huffington Post and the New Republic, the United States military commanders are now reportedly telling some troops that the Iran war is all part of God's divine plan. One non-commissioned officer alleged that a commander said President Trump has been anointed by Jesus to light the signal fire in Iran to cause Armageddon and mark his return to Earth. Comments the officer said destroy morale and unit cohesion. These comments were given to the Military Religious Freedom Foundation, which has said that it has received over 110 complaints describing commanders' unrestricted euphoria over a biblically sanctioned war and their fixation on how bloody all of this must become to fulfill fundamentalist Christian end times prophecy. This is one of those emails. Quote, Mr. Weinstein, thank you for taking my calls and the calls of some of my colleagues as to what happened earlier this morning with our combat unit. Please protect my identity and identity of those I'm speaking for as we discussed. Our unit is not currently in the combat zone AOR regarding the Iranian attacks, but we are in a ready support function where we could be deployed there at any moment to join and augment the combat operations as participants. I am in NCO rank withheld in our unit. This morning, our commander opened up the combat readiness status briefing by urging us not to be afraid as to what is happening with our combat operations in Iran right now. He urged us to tell our troops that this was all part of God's divine plan, and he specifically referenced numerous citations out of the book of Revelation referring to the Armageddon and the imminent return of Jesus Christ. He said that President Trump has been anointed by Jesus to light the signal fire in Iran to cause Armageddon and mark his return to earth. He had a big grin on his face when he said all of this, which made his message seem even more crazy.
So I want to know what you think. If you're a veteran, if you're active duty, if you're a military family, how would you feel hearing your commander tell troops that a war is part of biblical prophecy? Because that's a very different country than the one most of us thought we were living in. Let's talk about it.